I do not support corruption.
To the AVI-NUE, welcome forward all loyal viewers and subscribers. Today on the AVI-NUE, we will be looking at Prime Minister Holness delivering a stern message to the criminals, my people, on this International Women's Day. So let's get into it and hear what he got to say. In the meantime, leave your thoughts and views in the comment section and let us have that discussion. And if you are new here, welcome to the space. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Let's get into it.
Let me use this one. Honorable ministers, members of the press, distinguished guests who are here, the women of our country. Today we come together to celebrate the strength and resilience of Jamaican women on International Women's Day. And it's more than just the courtesy recognition. It is truly a reaffirmation of the commitment of the government to women. It is a demonstration of the progress that the nation has made, particularly by supporting and empowering women. And as Prime Minister, I am proud to stand at the helm of a government that recognizes the vital contributions of women to the success of our country. I'm especially proud of the women that serve in my cabinet, 5 women, and I believe that would be the most ever in any cabinet. And the women who serve as members of parliament in the parliament, and forgive me if I point out that the Jamaica Labour Party has 11 members of parliament. And I believe that would have been the most women serving in parliament at any time in our history. We note as well that 38% of the Senate are women. Yes. I don't mean to brag, but I have appointed the first cabinet secretary who is a woman, the first female minister of foreign affairs, the first female minister of finance, and of course, the first head of the armed forces of Jamaica, and only one of 2 internationally. These women are leaders, decision makers, and trailblazers. And they have done an amazing job in uplifting people. Their dedication and service inspires us all, proving that when women lead, we move forward. But all of them have done their jobs, not because they are women. They have done their jobs because they are smart, intelligent, courageous, innovative. So it's not about their gender. It's about their capabilities. And what this administration has done is to remove any barrier that would stand in the way of capability. If you are capable, it matters not your gender. Once you have the capability to do the job, you will have a fair chance at that job. But today is also the day where we recognize peace and love in school. Yes, today is a peace day. And I believe there is a useful intersection between women and peace. Don't you think? Of course. Of course. You know, women are often peacemakers. And in our homes, in our communities, and in our nation. They are the ones who teach our children the values of respect, unity, and love. They are the voices that calm storms, the hands that heal wounds, and the hearts that bring people together. So as we celebrate the achievement of women today, let us also recognize that their empowerment is not just a woman's issue, it is a national priority. When women thrive, families are stronger. And when women are empowered, communities are safer and more peaceful. My fellow Jamaicans, especially our strong and courageous women of our country, today I speak to you not just as Prime Minister, but as a fellow Jamaican who recognizes the vital role that women play in shaping the nation. Our mothers, grandmothers, aunts, and sisters. You know, I often joke that I could never have been a bad boy because I grew up knowing my mother, my grandmother, and my great-grandmother, who left me at 16, she passed. And my grandmother when I was in my 30s. And my mother is still with me. So I had 3 mothers. I could not depart from the right path. And, you know, our women, they form the backbone of our families. And their influence reaches far beyond the home. But we must confront a harsh reality. Crime and violence continues to plague our communities, and too many of our young men are being drawn into a life of crime. You know, more than 90% of crimes are committed by men. And about 90% of the victims of crime, particularly murder, are men. So there is a problem with men and boys in the society that women have a critical role. Now, today is not about the fathers, and their role cannot be excused, but I'm speaking about women today. But women have a particularly influential role on some of these men. Let me tell you something. If you go to the prisons today and you ask any of the prisoners, who do you love the most? Or who do you miss the most? Who do you think you have disappointed the most? Who do you think they're going to say? Their mother. And when the police come for them, who do you think they're going to cry for? Women have a very influential role. So, too many of our mothers are crying because their sons have either been taken away by violence or they have become part of the problem. And this must stop. And our women, you have the power to help in this change. Mothers, You are your sons' first teachers. You shape their values, their attitudes, and their understanding of right and wrong. I urge you, talk to your sons. Talk to them. Put away the belt for now. Reason with them. It's too late when they are staring down the barrel of a gun for you to do anything to help them. It's too late when they are in the prisons, regretful of their past life. Take the time now to talk to your sons. And as you hear my voice today, and if you know your son, your nephew, your boyfriend is involved in a gang or criminality, just pick up the phone, or when you see them, in a moment, talk to them. Plant the seed in their head that they should turn away from this life. What we have done as an administration is to change the risk-reward function of crime. For those criminals who believe that the reward for crime is still greater than the risk of crime, you are making a mistake. Let me repeat that. This administration has changed the reward-risk function for crime. If you believe that you are going to live to enjoy the fruits of crime, you are mistaken. I say to the mothers who love their sons, to the girlfriends who love their boyfriends, to the aunts and cousins who love their male family members, talk to them. The message I've delivered here today cannot be more serious. And I believe we have given sufficient warnings to the criminals. So, if we see them being pulled into negative influences, I appeal to our women. Reach out to them. Save them. This is a different Jamaica. Let them know that there is an alternative, that there is a bright future. You know, there are some mothers and wives and sisters and girlfriends who justify the actions of their men. They say they have no other alternative, and they are sometimes the first to run out into the street to cry and stand between them and law enforcement to say they are innocent. Stop and think for a moment of the thousands of young men in Jamaica who choose not to be involved in crime. Why should we excuse those who are and not acknowledge and support the thousands who decide not to? The number of young men that are creating the problems in society is no more than 5% of the total cohort of young men, if that much. So, with the help of the mothers, sisters, grandmothers, girlfriends, and friends, if we can reach out to those problem 5%, we can save their lives. And we can put them on a pathway like the thousands of others who are struggling, who are facing the hardship the same way, but have decided that they are not going to engage in crime. We must change the value system to reward those who choose Jamaica, who choose not to be involved in crime, who choose, despite the hardship, to stay on the path of righteousness. We must reward those people. And that is how we are changing Jamaica. Providing employment. Employment has never been so high as it is in Jamaica today. Providing opportunities so that this business of nutnagwan and all kinds of alienation and disenfranchisement, those are not valid reasons or excuse. So, the future of Jamaica depends on the values we instill in our children. And I believe in the power of our women. I believe that if we come together as a nation, if women take a stand for peace and demand better from the men in their lives, we will see a safer, stronger, and more united Jamaica. Let us raise our sons who value life over violence, love over hate, and peace over crime. Together, we can break this cycle. Together, we can build a better Jamaica. So, the young girls listening today, I want you to know that your dreams are valid. And the mothers listening today, I want you to ensure that your son can grow up to be an equal partner for the young girls growing up today. So for women, it is also in your interest to ensure that your son grows up to be a man. Not in the misogynistic sense, but a man in the real sense. So, on International Women's Day and on Peace and Love in Schools Day, let us stand together to build Jamaica, where women are respected, protected, and empowered, and where women are playing an even stronger role in ensuring that our boys grow up to be real men. May love reign in our society. May God bless our women and our children, and may God bless Jamaica, land we love. Please choose Jamaica.
People, that's all for now, So what's your thoughts on all of this? Leave your views in the comment section below and let us have that discussion. Catch you in the next one. I'm out. Bless up.